Penguin Random House Audio presents Iron Annie by Luke Cassidy. Read for you by Eleanor Mcloughlin.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Wait till I tell you. The swell of the night. Baking deep in the swell of the night she was. Sat there sitting through the barrels of shite coming spewing out of yon lad's mouth. Trying to impress her he was. To impress her. Can you imagine yon? Our Annie and all. The fucking Iron Ann. See, she'd been in the town 3 months by then, chomping at the bit, raring to do a job by herself. I wanted to give her something simple to start with. Easy prey, the teeth on her sure. Yon buck. So sure of his own charm he didn't see it coming. The slap on the side of the head. No, she didn't hit him like. Much smarter than that, our Annie. Much smoother. As if. And her out collecting pennies for the poor and marching agin the war, and it not even happening round here anymore. Nah, she just lifted his bag and him in the toilet. Had his fancy computer and a bunch of other kit. His wallet and all. Sure, the bag was near worth more than anything he had in it. Yon fucking peacock prick. Down from Dublin. Big fucking smoke. I caught up with him down by Defenders. Me and Big Shamey Hughes. We were only watching out for her. Said I wouldn't interfere. I promised her. But it was her first solo flight. I wasn't going to leave her all on her own either. I hear you've still got the accent, he says to me when I call him out, and him only 2 years out of the town, but now he's talking like a proper D4 dub. Cunt. See, this lad thought himself the big man now that he'd gone and made a name for himself below in the big smoke. Out making a big noise in all the street and giving people grief, asking after Annie. She shouldn't have told him her real name. The fuck was she thinking? Anton would have done. Calypso, the fuck, whatever. After that, Annie disappeared for a while. Went on one of her wee turns. She wanted to handle it soft, she said. To talk her way out of it. And with her, it might have worked, aye. But fuck it, sure. We don't pardon pigs around here. We cut their throats. This'll sound funny, but... Eleanor. That was deadly that time when Annie's pal Eleanor came to visit. Polish. Except I don't think she was Polish, 'cause she was from Serbia, and that might be someplace else. Sure, it's all the same anyway. Used to be the same fucking country a few years back, didn't it? That was some crack, I'll tell you. The 3 of us in bed together. Now, it wasn't like that. Not exactly, just like... almost that. 'Cause we all wanted it. But Annie kinda didn't want it. She wanted it too, but she said it'd be weird and you're one Yelena being an old friend and that. Still no, she didn't do nothing when our Yelena reached her hand across to me, which wasn't even hard 'cause the bed's not big. And I knew Annie was only pretending to be asleep, 'cause her breathing changed, 'cause she liked it too. She liked that it was happening, and she liked that she was there. I liked that she was there too. Some crack. That Yelena had some way with her hands. Just dove in and wriggled about like her fingers were a spoon looking to worry out the best bit of the tub of ice cream. Just that one special bit, you know. All fudge or something tasty. Fucking deadly. The morning after, she brought us up a pot of coffee. Yelena did. Well, it wasn't a pot actually. It was something called a jezva. A funny-shaped yolk that was wide at the bottom and narrow at the top. Made of copper with all designs and that on the side. She got it in Bosnia, she said. Brought it as a present for Annie. Looked dead nice. Annie seemed to really like it too. Reminded her of the old times. Jezva. Took me all morning to learn that one. The coffee was shite and all, 'cause it had the bits still in it, and they got caught in your teeth. She could have just used instant, sure, but nah, she wanted to use this special coffee. Shite. She said that's how people drink it in Serbia, and Bosnia too. And I didn't say nothing 'cause I thought if I did, she wouldn't do that thing again. The ice cream thing. 'Cause I know Polish people are pretty poor. I mean, why else would they come to a shithole like this and do shite jobs? And why would they drink shite coffee? So I didn't tell her the coffee was shite. But she didn't do the ice cream thing again, even though I was nice and learned to say jezva. So I guess it was just a one-time thing. Still, it was deadly having her there and that, 'cause she was dead sound, and Annie was dead happy 'cause they kept talking about the old times, college times, in Glasgow and all. Must have been good times, which made me a bit sad 'cause she didn't know me in the old times, and she never even been to Dundalk back then. But still, I was happy 'cause she was happy. Chip. Dundalk. The fucking town. Round here, that's what you call it, 'cause you're either part of the town or you're not. You don't need to be born here or nothing. You just need to be there long enough that the place knows you. I'm a good example of that, 'cause I'm from Mcloughlin. Now, Mcloughlin's just over the road, across the border like. But we've got another way of talking there, so I don't even sound so much like I'm from the town. But now I don't sound like I'm from Mcloughlin either for being so long gone. There's loads of people like that. You wouldn't believe it, 'cause the town's a bit of a hole. But there's people from everywhere. Not just Polish and Chinese like, but French and Australians, and even folk from Sligo and all sorts of places. Now, most of them only came in the last couple of years, for the work and that. But still, it's dead funny when you hear a Frenchie or a Connachtman talk with a bit of a Dundalk accent. The town's not like other places, though. Dundalk's alive. The town remembers, knows how to hold a grudge. Like this one fiend I remember from way back, when I just moved to the town, about 10 years ago now. Chip, we called him, 'cause he had a big fucking chip on his shoulder, and he wore it like a badge of honour. Now, most people don't really like it when you point out the chips on their shoulders, even when they know rightly that they have one. But Chip, he was a proud fucker, and a real nasty bit of work. The kind who spent his summers tearing wings off flies and shite like that when we was a wee lad. Pure vicious like. He used to bully all the small-timers too. I was just starting out like, dealing hash out of a school bag and that, back when there was hash, before cheap weed flooded the country. There was this lad, Fahy, from over in Monaghan somewhere. Had one of them big, broad, muck-savage accents they have over there, but he was dead sound. He used to sell speed, mostly to kids for their exams, to help them study and that. Decent skin, like. Definitely didn't deserve having his dog done in. A lovely wee dog it was. Some kind of mongrel, dead cute. Chip set it on fire. We all knew it was him. And that just to scare the lad out of the game. But in fairness, no space for soft hearts like him, so there's not. With me, it was different. Me being a woman and that. He'd never have hit me, say, but he did other things. Took liberties. 'Cause the cunt was big and nasty, and I wasn't well set up in the town yet. I mean, like, me purse wasn't the only thing he shoved his paw into. Most of the lads about are decent enough that way, but this cunt just took things too far, throwing his weight around. He had notions, acting all big time and that. They say fake it till you make it, but that's just bollocks, sure. Round here, if you fake it, you're found out in about 2 seconds flat, the small size of the place. He had
Sample complete. Ready to continue?